Hi, I'm Captain Grant Coppin with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report.
Alright guys, down here in the ICW we've been catching good numbers of trout on the west side, throwing plastics, throwing popping corks and live shrimp with a long leader. It's been doing good for us. The tide's finally back to normal, so you don't have to worry about real high tides in the ICW. What I've been doing is putting the trolling motor down, going along the edge, throwing soft plastics, throwing paddle tails, down south lures, gambler, flapping shad, and the pumpkin seed chartreuse or pumpkin seed and white. And it's been doing pretty good for us. So just put the trolling motor down and work that edge. You'll get plenty of fish. Over here on the King Ranch shoreline, we've been starting to get some of the big trout. When that north wind's cranking and the King Ranch shoreline's a little bit murked up, we've been catching good numbers of big fish, throwing corkies and paddle tails, and also throwing the Meridines. Those have been really good lately. Over here around these 2 points, it's been good. There's a couple of old PVC poles and piers sticking out of the water. Those are some good areas to target where you have old fence posts and piers coming out. Those fish will hold around that structure, so you can target those a little bit more. Down here in Emerald's Hole, we've been catching some trout, a couple of scattered redfish. Believe it or not, the black drummer's still holding out in here. Normally, when that north wind starts blowing, they go down and it's harder to find them. But they're still hanging out in here, catching lots of good box fish in here, just drifting with popping corks and live shrimp with long leaders. Finding those fish right along those deeper holes that are holding the bait. You'll find those fish right here in Emerald's Hole. Just come on down and catch you some. Down here around the yellow cabins, we've been finding good fish. Trout reds mixed. What I try to do is just get upwind of the islands, power pull down, throw on those grass lines. There's a really good grass line right here coming off the island. In between, when the tide's high, you can drift between the islands. Really, instead of drifting, I'll just power pull down, especially on the real strong wind days. You don't have to move around too much, just let the fish come to you. So power pull down in here, throw shrimp on the bottom or shrimp under a cork with a long leader, and you'll do really well. I'll go ahead and circle this whole area. We call this area the humps. There's been good fishing here on the north wind if the tide's high enough for you to drift in here. But this is a good area to fish and catch drum, trout, reds, sheephead, the whole 9 yards. Just start on the bar, work your way south. The north wind blows those fish in here. You'll catch lots of good fish, throwing popping corks and live shrimp, and still have a semi-long leader, but it doesn't have to be too long. The only reason I say long is because I hate having the shrimp directly under the cork. So I like to have the shrimp towing behind the cork about 12 inches. Over here around marker 4, we've been catching good numbers of trout. Also coming right across to Penascal Point. Been finding some good trout in there. Still finding some scattered bull reds coming through here. I know it's December, but still catching those big bulls around these points. Marker 4 and Penascal both have got fish on them right now. I like to put those in my reports just because they're areas where you can target pretty often. Lots of boats can sit in here and not really bother each other too much. So just come in here, fish with live shrimp, fish with cut bait for the bull reds, and you'll do just fine.
Captain Grant Coppin, thanks for watching.